Hi, Secretary Vilsack. You mentioned that agriculture has become far more efficient over the past 50 years. And with regard to animal agriculture, the reason this has become so much more efficient is that we view animals as things and as machines to be used to produce the most meat. I mean, it's well documented that on farms across America, chickens have been bred to be so grossly overweight they can barely support their weight. Their beaks are ripped off without anesthesia routinely, as are piglets' tails. And you are on the record supporting more subsidies for animal agriculture, defending animal agriculture left and right, whether it goes for pink slime or keeping animal products in the DAHS nutritional guidelines. I spent this past weekend at a sanctuary for animals rescued from farms, and I met a hen named Paprika. And you could tell, seeing Paprika, that she had a personality, that she had a life that she cared about, that she viewed the world with a fascination that parallels that of young children. She had a family, and she had love for her companions. Now, everyone in this room probably knows that animal agriculture is devastating for forests, for the climate, for the water supply. But most ignored is that there are innocent animals like Paprika who are routinely the victims of horrendous violence. And I want to ask you why you support horrendous violence against innocent animals like Paprika.
Okay, fair question. First of all, I'm not willing to concede the premise of the question that farmers and livestock producers in this country are all abusing their animals. I'm not willing to concede that premise. I'm not willing to concede that poultry producers are producing chickens. All poultry producers are producing chickens as you've described. There clearly may be some that do that, and obviously those folks are being called out. Those practices are being challenged. That's number one. Number two, why are they doing that? Are they doing it because they don't care about the animals? Or have they been doing that because the market has been encouraging them to do that? And who is the market? I think the reason we have production agriculture, the reason we have the kind of confinement facilities that we have, is in large part because we have created this need for quick food production in this country. And we've gotten away from producing meals that take a little time. If you look at what's happened in the workforce, and you look at the fact that there are so many two-family earners, folks began to demand and need and want something that could be cooked in a microwave, something that could be cooked in a pouch in boiling water. That created a need for standardization of production, which in turn has led to the various facilities, these confinement facilities that people are concerned about. Now, what's happening now? Now people are reacting to that. Now people are beginning to think about producing food in a different way for home. They're thinking about a different way of going out to eat, a different market signals being sent. And over time, what's happening is that things are changing. And I think they will continue to evolve. Why do I support agriculture? Because that's my job. My job is to make sure that we do the very best job we can for as many people as we can. We are investing in a variety of research projects designed to try to address some of these issues that you've raised. On the dietary guidelines, here's the problem. I'm a lawyer. And because I'm a lawyer, I look at the law. And the law basically says that my job with reference to the dietary guidelines is to discuss nutrition and health and diet. It isn't necessarily to discuss a variety of other issues that are important to discuss and for which there are other avenues where they need to be discussed. I have no problem talking about animal welfare in the context of a farm bill. I have no problem talking about animal welfare in the context of marketing, in terms of budgets. But I do think, given the law in terms of the dietary guidelines, that it's not necessarily appropriate to talk about animal welfare issues in the context of the dietary guidelines. And I think that's an important distinction and important for me to make. The industry is beginning to pick up the market signals, and you're seeing the industry evolve and change over time. I would also say that this administration and our leadership, we have come down pretty hard on some of the folks who have been abusing animals, and we'll continue to do that under the Animal Welfare Act. And we should, because that's part of our responsibility. So there's obviously we're not necessarily going to agree on the level. You'll disagree with me in terms of the intensity or passion, but I will tell you that I think we're taking a balanced approach to this, and we recognize that there's some abuses and they need to be addressed.
It's not food, it's violence. It's not food, it's violence. It's not food, it's violence. It's not food, it's violence.
Fair enough.
It's not food, it's violence. Their bodies. Not ours. Their babies. Not ours.
I'm not with them.
Not ours. Their milk. Not ours. Their eggs. Not ours.
I love universities. It's great. Listen, this is good. This is good conversation, and it's great that we have a place where this kind of conversation can take place and where there can be a thoughtful conversation and respectful disagreement. Look, there's an issue here, and obviously there's a difference of opinion, but I appreciate them raising it.